Hey, what's up everyone? Josh Quinones here. So, a lot of you have been asking me about my home screen setup here on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. So, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to show you everything on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8, my setup, the type of cases I'm using, the type of screen protector I'm using, all of that good stuff. So, starting with the outside of the device. As you can see, I got 3 cases right here. These are my 3 current go-to cases right now. And then the screen protector I have on here is also from D-Brand. This is their Prism 2.0 tempered glass screen protector, which goes on this device. I mean, I already made a whole review video with this screen protector along with their grip case right here. And the installation process is basically idiot proof. I mean, it's so easy to put on and it definitely protects that outside front display. I even used it for a drop test and the device survived. So we got that screen protector. And then going over to the back, these are the cases I am currently using. So we got one right here from Benks. This is their Pro full coverage case. And it's more on, I mean, it's still slim, but it gives you a little bit of thickness there for some good protection. And it also does come with a top piece as well. It just pops right on, just like that. Makes it easier to open, close. You're getting some hinge protection right there as well. Getting good coverage for that front display, good coverage for the cameras. It is a nice case. It does support wireless magnetic accessories as well as wireless charging. And I really like the design and the texture in the back of this one as well. And it also feels like it's going to stay nice and secure in your hand. But that is the Benks case. And then another case I'm also using, let's see, I gotta take it off up here. Then we have the D-Brand grip case. Another great case that I like that's going to give you some amazing protection. I just did a drop test with this case not too long ago. Like I said, the phone survived. It still looks brand new. This one is a 2-piece case as well. And what I like about the D-Brand grip case is that we can change up the look in the back whenever we want simply by just swapping out skins. I really love that feature. I love the grip all the way around this case. This has always been one of my favorite cases for any device that I use. Getting some good front protection as well. Makes it nice and easy to open. And of course, we still get that hinge protection in the back as well. It is compatible with wireless magnetic accessories as well. And please excuse my voice. I've been a little sick lately, so I don't sound quite normal right now. And then the next case right here is Samsung's official case, actually. And this is just a 1-piece case. Now, when I want things super, super slim, this is what I'm using right here. It doesn't give you any front protection, but I do have a front screen protector, which will protect that display. So, you know, I got protection in the front and then protection in the back, and I just keep things nice and slim right here. And I do love this design as well. It's got a nice soft to the touch feel to it. You're still getting some protection there for the cameras, but this is for someone who doesn't really like super bulky cases on their device. So this is the official Samsung case. If you find yourself interested in any of these, I'll have links down in the description. So now going into my device here, starting off with the lock screen, actually, as you can see, I got a simple setup here, nothing crazy. Got the, you know, the date, the weather, the time with some, you know, custom numbers there. Got the phone widget down here at the bottom and the camera widget. I do currently have Do Not Disturb turned on. That way I'm not getting any messages or calls during this video. Now I am using that fingerprint sensor on the side, which works every single time, never misses. And then we have my main home screen right here. First off, look at that weather for this weekend. I am not looking forward to that. It's 105 right now, but it's gonna get hotter. But I do have that weather widget up at the top so I can know what the weather is like for the day and the next days to come so I can be prepared for this heat. Honestly, I don't think anything prepares you for that heat, but you guys get what I'm saying. And then I have my step counter, so I can count my steps all throughout the day. We got my folders down here. Now, usually on the home screen, I like to keep it nice and clean. And especially for this outer one right here, I only keep my most important apps here on the main outside home screen, just apps that I would need to quickly get to. And then all the extra stuff on the inside. So I got all of my smart home apps. You know, I got that folder right there. So it's going to give me, you know, access to, you know, my smart fans, smart lights, security cameras, my TVs, my smart vacuum cleaner, you know, things like that. And then I have my folder for my YouTube apps, of course, you know, running the channel. I do got to keep track of the comments, the way the videos are performing, you know, make videos go live when it's time to go live, you know, all of that good stuff. So I got my YouTube app folder right here, which is the YouTube app, YouTube Music, and YouTube Studio. And YouTube Studio is pretty much what I use to comment back to all of you. And I always do my best to comment back to you guys. So if you want to leave a comment down below just saying what's up, hey, go ahead and do so. And there's a chance I'll comment back. And then we have my social media apps folder, which of course has all these social media apps. If you're not following me on any of these, I always have links down in the description below for those who do want to follow me on social media. So make sure to go ahead and do so. If you do want to follow me, we got X, Snapchat, Instagram, TikTok. We got WhatsApp right there, and then my gallery, of course. And then we have the Google search bar down at the bottom. Now, you don't have to keep the Google search bar down here at the bottom. You can put it up here. For instance, if I press and hold, go to widgets, and then go to Google, scroll down, you do have the Google search bar right here, which you can put anywhere you want. I mean, you can size it down as well. But the thing is, when you get rid of this one down here, it puts the little dots on the bottom. So either way, you're losing this space down here. It's not like those folders are going to make their way down. So it's either the Google search bar or the little dots to let you know, what page you're on. So I decided to go ahead and just leave the Google search bar down there. Oh, well. And then I have my main apps down at the bottom: camera, Google Gmail, Chrome browser, messages, and the phone. And then over here on this page is my calendar to let me know what's going on during the week, maps, banking, and my tools for things like, calculator, clock, invoice maker, and notes, just simple things. And that is it for the main home screen. Now, when it comes to the wallpaper that I am using, I've actually had a lot of questions asking about what wallpaper I'm using, if I can link it to you guys. Unfortunately, I can't really do that because I actually created the wallpaper myself using Create with AI, using the generative AI section right here. And I didn't see anywhere for me to be able to link the wallpapers that I made. So as you can see, just using prompts, they give you like a sentence and you can change different words in there, give it a prompt, and it will create a wallpaper for you based off of those prompts. So these are two that I created myself. They also have pre-created ones right there. But if I click into here, you can see the prompt that I gave it right there. A painting of a cityscape and paper airplanes in the pop art style. So if you guys want to use that prompt, maybe you'll get something similar to this. It does give you, different pictures to choose from rather than just one. So if I want to change up the prompt from, let's see, cityscape to canyon with, what else? Not paper airplanes this time. This time we will go hot air balloons in the artist style. So I'll go ahead and press generate and then give it some time and it'll come up with a few photos for you to choose from. And then you can pick your wallpaper from there. And if you don't see anything you like, you can always change it up again. But look at this. And I love this because it is super colorful. I mean, these colors really pop on your display. And it's going to show you what it looks like before even setting it as a wallpaper. So very, very cool. And then when I really want to start doing more on this device, bam, open it up to that bigger inside display. And as you can see, I got more folders going on here, more information for my fitness, not just my steps. So, but as you can see, I still got some of the same apps. We got, the weather widget up there, got the calendar widget over here, maps, gallery, got my steps, my, basically giving me time of how active I've been today. And I was up pretty late last night, so I woke up pretty late today. So my activity hasn't been, the greatest, but we got calories burned, got the Google Meet app for, video calls and things like that. The same smart home folder. We got my editing apps because I do edit all of my videos on my smartphone device. So, and this device is great for editing videos and photos. So these are all my editing apps. Epidemic Sound is the app that I use to get my music for my videos as well. And I always have a link for that down in the description below as well. It's no copyright music. Yes, there is a subscription, but hey, it is definitely worth it if you're constantly creating content with music here on YouTube. And then again, all of my YouTube apps, got my movie apps, things like Netflix, Disney Plus, Prime Video, HBO Max, Fandango. Now, I probably have too many subscriptions. We got my banking folder, got my shopping apps, Amazon, Play Store, OfferUp, McDonald's, Happy Burger, Best Buy should be in here. I need to add that in there as well. And then all of my tools, got a little bit more added here, like my airline apps, because I have been doing a lot of traveling lately, more than usual. So definitely need to have those there. And then all of my main apps here along with the Google search bar. And then of course, over to the left is that Google feed. And then over to the right, nothing. I basically just have everything on one page. And that is my main setup here. And then when it comes to my settings here on my device, let's see if I go to display settings. As you can see, I am using dark mode. Most of the time I do have my brightness turned up to about there, maybe a little less sometimes, but I do like to keep it bright unless it's late at night. And then, I'll turn the brightness, a little bit more down. But I usually like to have it about right here. I do have the adaptive brightness turned off. That way it's not switching up on me. I like my brightness where I like it. I do have extra brightness turned on, motion smoothness at adaptive, screen mode on a vivid, screen timeout at 10 minutes. So yeah, so that is what my display settings are like. And yeah, that is my whole home screen setup. For those of you who have been asking, it's nothing crazy. I like to keep things nice and clean and nice and organized. As you can see here, all my folders for all the different things that I use. But what do you guys think? That's my home screen for the inside, and that is my home screen for the outside on the Galaxy Z Fold 8. So there you have it, my home screen here on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. You know, one thing that I forgot to make on this device actually was my gaming folder. I just realized my gaming folder is not out here. Usually when I play games, I just kind of go up like this and, you know, choose the game I want. But I usually do have a gaming folder, which I did forget to make. But for those of you who are wondering what games that I play, we got Clash of Clans, Call of Duty Mobile, Asphalt Legends, we got Fortnite as well. And then I also have been playing Scrabble on here a lot as well. It looks great when you have the screen rotated this way. So yeah, I'm not the biggest gamer on devices, but you know, when I do play, those are the games that I play. But again, that has been my home screens on my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 8. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comment sections below. If you plan on setting your phone up like mine, also let me know. Thank you all so very much for watching. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other future videos to come. This is Josh Quinones. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.